In this not-so-perfect world, Lori slowly turned around, her steps heavy as she left. Ever since the moment she met Joe, she had always been a part of Joe's world, now just carrying a shattered heart. Once again left on the outside, Joe watched Lori fade away, her heart a cocktail of emotions. She couldn't help but ask herself, was she too heartless? Was she really wrong? But she wasn't ready to explore this love story's ending. She bid farewell to her hometown and set off on her dream journey. The bustling and glamorous big city was a fresh challenge for her, filled with hope for the future. She tried to use her pen to realize her writing dreams. Money had now become her top priority. Even though she was alone every day, she had to write stories that went against her heart just to earn some cash. But she never once thought of giving up, because Joe knew in her heart. She was proving to everyone that a woman doesn't need love to live her best life. With her hard work, she could have a free and independent life. However, Meg, once underestimated by their aunt, seemed to have lost her former shine. She was constantly worried about the little things in life, especially after an impulsive buy of useless fabric that took away money for winter clothes. She knew she shouldn't be so reckless, but the endless struggle and fatigue pushed her to make that choice. When her husband learned of it, he didn't scold her, but gently comforted her. Hearing her husband's affectionate words of love, her guilt surged up like a massive tidal wave. She hated her impulse and regretted her decision. In the battle between love and bread, it appeared that neither choice was definitively right or wrong. The sole mistake lies with the person who keeps regretting and endlessly pondering why they made that choice. Beth, the frail younger sister, moved to Laura's grandpa's due to illness, rich but lacking. The laughter of sisterhood was now a distant memory, leaving her with endless loneliness. The fourth sister, Amy, had grown up and travelled to Europe with her aunt, unexpectedly meeting. Lori, who was also travelling, seemed to have moved on from the shadow of being rejected by Joe. Although she wore a seemingly carefree smile, at night, that smile was as fragile as a bubble. At lively balls, she always got tipsy to numb herself and escape her inner pain. Amy noticed that Lori still wore the ring Joe gave her, feeling a twinge of pain and a hint of envy. During this unexpected reunion, she quietly accompanied Lori as a friend and gently supported her. As their time together increased, Lori found herself unknowingly falling for Amy. She was deeply drawn into this sudden relationship, even wishing Amy would reject her boyfriend's proposal. Do you know her? Do you know her? Oh, yes, my feelings for Joe are everything. I won't let you decide that for me anymore. I mean, I won't fall for you in this lifetime while giving up on love elsewhere. Joe, while chasing her dreams, unexpectedly met a handsome male professor who was captivated by her talent and unique charm. Upon their first meeting, the professor fervently pursued her, and Joe slowly recognized her feelings for him. Yet, just like she had rejected Lori, Joe's stubbornness flared again, fearing love would bind her. She chose to run away, unable to confront this feeling. Life's twist always took her by surprise. Until one day, a letter from her mother completely shifted her perspective. The letter mentioned that her sister Beth had fallen ill again, making Joe anxious to rush back home. She carefully cared for Beth alongside Meg, and throughout this time, Joe noticed that despite Meg's simple and calm life, her eyes sparkled with happiness, as if she was truly satisfied with her love. This scene left Joe momentarily speechless, rippling with emotions, yet unfortunately, Sister Beth couldn't win this battle against illness. The atmosphere at the funeral was heavy with sorrow. Joe stood quietly, frozen in time, as if the world had stopped at that very moment. She gazed at the small coffin, her heart a storm of emotions. After all these experiences, she perhaps finally understood that life is not just about ideals, but also about the harbour for the soul. While Joe was lost in grief and contemplation, her mother brought good news. Lori was returning from Europe soon. Do you think he'll ask me again? At that moment, Joe felt a pang of regret. Perhaps pursuing love was also a right path. Women possess minds, spirits, will, and talents, not just the labels of dependency on men. Many people say love is fit for every woman, but I feel a bit hurt. Yet, I feel so lonely. In pursuing my dreams, I seem to walk alongside shadows. But during a moment of reflection, I realized Having someone by my side could make this long journey much easier. Dear Teddy, I miss you more than I can express. I once thought being a wife was the worst thing, but now I have changed my mind. The most terrible thing is that you are no longer present in my life, and this absence has completely and profoundly transformed my entire existence.